Wi-Fi. I'm on my cellular. Okay, now we're live. I am live on the Star Trek ship. I see on the Star Trek cruise, I should say. Mariner's the name of the ship.
So it is a Star Trek ship.
Yeah, I guess it is a Star Trek ship. It's also a Voyager class. So that. But I see Jill and Joel in the live audience, so please let me know if y'all can hear and see me clearly. But I am actually joined by Dad.
Hello.
From DQN's the IDIC podcast. What is it?
Infinite Diversity.
Or, yeah. I never know if I should say like IDIC or...
We just use IDIC as the handle on like Twitter, but yeah, no, Infinite Diversity podcast. Hey.
And we're both cruise veterans. This is like this is my fourth. It's
also my fourth.
So you've been like the last.
This is I've done the last four in a row. Yeah, and I'm already booked for next year. So come join us next year.
And next year it's going to Costa Maya and Belize and
Cozumel.
This year we're hitting up Aruba and Curacao.
I'm excited. Never been there.
So, yeah, I've never been there either. If you have like any questions or anything, let me know. I don't know how long we're going to stream like this, but if you look behind me, you see like the stage where they're going to, what do they call it? Like the launch party with
the sail away party.
The sail away party. So it'll be like the headliner is Sonequa Martin Green, and they're going to do like an introduction where like they bring out like all of the actors. I've already like ran into Garrett Wong and Robert Picardo, just like walking around the ship. So they're here, they're on board. And Thad, you can probably testify to this, but like a lot of the actors are pretty chill on the cruise, like more lax than the typical like convention environment. Mm-hmm. Hey, Benjinium and Chuck, good to see y'all. We're live on the Star Trek cruise ship moments before it departs, or maybe I should say like hours, or like an hour, like an hour-ish away from.
Yeah, I think 4:30 is when it sails away. Yeah,
and we'll depart sunny Florida.
Much better than last year's rainy California.
So that was interesting. Last year, we were in Long Beach, California, and it was not like the typical Hollywood climate that you would expect. It was actually like there were like snow flurries. I know like you're from up north, so you would probably slap me if I said it was snowing, but it was snow flurries, right?
Yeah,
so like the right terminology.
I'd say.
In Texas, I would call that snow, but like I know like
there was some slush on the ground. It was a little bit of flurries. Yeah, it was not like a blizzard or anything, but it was miserable because it was also mixed with rain. And in California, they're not used to that. They're not prepared for that. So we were standing around in the rain to board the ship.
And I think Joel, you remember like that picture of me when I had like my hat like blown off in the wind and like drenched in rain, and and there was like snowing. It was really really weird, really surreal. I went to Vasquez Rocks that day for the first time in my life, and there was like snow on the ground there. So I have like the pictures of me at Vasquez have snow on the ground.
That's awesome.
I know, like how rare is that? Like good luck trying to recreate that. But I have the program book that they give us when we come on board, and they do like a pretty good job with like the layout of this thing. But there's not like a ton going on today because like it's day one, we're just boarding. But
some sort of show with Lauren and Brent tonight.
Yes, so they do a show every night on the main theater stage. Like the actors all have different performances that they do. I don't know, like LeVar Burton on previous cruises, he's done like a Reading Rainbow thing where he would like read to the audience. So I haven't looked like at the programming a lot, but Thad, you probably look at the schedule more than me. Like, is there any like cool stuff you're looking forward to this year?
There's going to be Gates McFadden's going to do live commentary about watching Sub Rosa, which sounds pretty amazing to me.
Blazing Doves. Yeah. It's going to be fun.
The TOS episode Dub Over is always amazing.
I hate myself for missing it last year.
It was so good last year.
Because Tawny and
Todd were amazing, and I'm sure it's going to be fabulous this year. I'm looking forward to the dramatic script act out because it's a different episode this year. It's Spock's Brain, which should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, last year I think it was Devil in the Dark.
Yeah, which they had previously done in 2020. So this year's a new one, which is nice. And Hollywood Squares is always a fantastic time.
I think Walter Koenig is Center Square.
Yes. and I imagine that we don't know who all the others will be, but I imagine Tawny Newsome and John Billingsley will be two of them, and they will be hilarious.
Another exciting thing is the Enterprise panels. There was like a really infamous incident 2 years ago with John Billingsley and
Yes, that was a thing.
Connor Trenier and Anthony Montgomery. You know, it's going to be exciting because this year we're going to throw Dominic Keating into the mix.
Yes.
So this might be the only Star Trek cruise that has Dominic Keating on it.
Oh, there's one other thing. Oh, Tawny Newsome and Eugene Cordero are doing an improv, which I think should be fun too.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm doing the brunch thing, the Lower Decks brunch.
Oh, that should be a lot of fun.
So they have these.
I'm cheap, so I'm not.
Yeah, they have these celebrity events you can sign up for, but they cost extra and they always sell out, and it's really hard to get into them. And they had Sonequa Martin Green making sushi, like a sushi making lessons with Sonequa Martin Green that I wanted to do, but it like sold out. But I got the Lower Decks brunch, which was I think like the second best thing on there. A lot of them are just like drink based though, so it's like I don't know, it's kind of boring. It's like tasting tequila with Denise Crosby.
I did Scotch tasting with Dr. Aaron McDonald 3 years in a row. It was a lot of fun, but I passed this year just because, as much as I loved it, it's that's probably the same thing again.
Dr. Aaron, science consultant on current Star Trek shows, actually is very like educational. Like
if you haven't done Scotch tasting with Aaron McDonald, it's absolutely
yeah, you'll get a lesson. Like you'll get like a chemistry lesson. I know she's a physicist, I guess, but like still, like you'll get like a chemistry lesson in Scotch whiskey. I've learned a lot. Just I was kind of like one of these like I don't know. Like I thought like all Scotch whiskeys like tasted like ashtrays, but I was like, oh no, like there's actually like
we are no longer friends.
I saw no, like she educated me. Like I mean, I'm still gonna prefer Irish whiskey. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves on DS9 is I hate that O'Brien favors Scotch. I know, like Jill, I know you tell me like some Irish dudes in New York that like Scotch, but I don't know. It always bugs me. I feel like it's like the writers like not realizing like, oh yeah, Irish whiskey's like also a thing.
Yeah. Or they're just conflating Irish and Scottish, which a lot of people do.
Yeah, that's problematic, right? Let's look and see what people are saying.
They are related, but they are not the same. The Irish and Scottish are certainly more closely related than either are to the Sassenachs.
Yeah, Cake is Eternal saying apparently Doug Jones and Robert Picardo are doing a musical number, so that'll be cool to see. They're both like really great on stage.
Oh yeah.
Is Bob Picardo doing his thing with his what's that guy? His friend?
Yeah, Jordan.
Jordan Bennett.
I think that's it. I don't know. I don't think I saw it on the schedule, so probably not.
They've done that a lot.
They have done, and it's fun.
Yeah, people seem to like, and they've changed it up. But I think anything with Doug Jones is going to be fascinating to watch because he's always such a I don't know, like that's kind of his thing is that he's as a trained mime, he has that stage presence, like the physical performance element. Like last year, he did that. He actually did like some like mime performance thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the talent show. Like the thing at the end, they call it. They didn't call it a talent show, but it basically was.
Yeah.
And all the.
Not to be confused with the Gorn Gong Show.
With the Gorn Gong Show,
which is like a talent show.
They let that balloon lady go on way too long last year.
So we have an announcement. Okay, I was just waiting for the announcement to wrap up. Let me know if y'all can hear me or not. But to answer your question, Farpoint Station, no, Starfleet Sohel is not here. I tried to meet up with him yesterday, but we couldn't make that work out. But yeah, he and Ruben are nowhere to be seen in Orlando. But maybe next time. Yeah, we need to all get in the same room again.
We gotta get him on one of these streams.
He would love it more than like anyone I know, because he's like the most like joyous, like happy, celebratory person. Like they'll probably hate me for making y'all listen to that. No, Dave's not here either. Dave's back in Texas. Dave's back manning the starship while I'm gone. Okay, cool. Let's let y'all get another look at the stage down there. I'll walk closer to it, but there's some music going on. I'll probably be less audible. And unfortunately, if I go like below deck into the ship, I get like no cellular reception, and the Wi-Fi is not good enough to stream live. And I'll be able to like post some stuff later. It won't be live. And I will try to get some video in Curacao. So, Jill, remind me, have you been there before? If anyone has like recommendations for like these sports, I currently I'm not booked on any excursions, so I don't know what I'm doing on these islands. Joel says, I bet they frown on dangling your legs over the edge. Yeah, that would probably be frowned upon. And then if you look, sorry. It takes me a while to get used to the gimbal every time I use it. Up behind me, and that cool looking structure up there, there's like I forgot what they call it. There's a dance club in there where last year Tawny Newsome had a dance party for the new Beyonce album. Like that was her contribution, one of her contributions to the entertainment here on the cruise. So it is that like comparing this to like a typical Star Trek convention,
It
like,
is not comparable, honestly.
yeah, it's more of
You can't really describe it in a way that like makes too much of the open here, but you're basically immersed in Star Trek for a week on the ship, and it is the most magical thing ever. Let me stand up so you can actually see me. And yeah, there's just at a convention, you go to the convention, you go to the panels, you hang out at the bar afterwards. But here, like all day long, it's filled with various events where you're doing stuff related to Star Trek with Star Trek people talking about Star Trek. Everybody's wearing costumes. There's a different costume party every night, and it's 7 nights long. It's fantastic.
So, Thad, what are like some of the cosplay you're doing?
I'm actually not doing a ton this year, but for formal night, I am going to be wearing the Insurrection dress white.
Nice.
And I've got
Yeah, so I think tonight I'm doing Pike Gold from Disco Season 2 with the dumb collar that everyone hates. Then I don't know, I brought like a lower decks, like normal red uniform, lower decks, the white dress uniform. And then, I'm getting the, you're probably getting it too, the photo op with Ed Scalise and James McFadden and Will Wheaton.
the bonus for looking. Yeah.
So I have the like season 3 Picard with red Crimson Crusher or Captain 7 or whatever.
So I'm actually wearing a different Star Trek Hawaiian shirt because why not?
If you have enough of them to do that.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you?
I need to invest in more Hawaiian shirts. I need to invest in like more clothes in general. I keep having to like buy smaller clothes. It is, but it's starting to get expensive. But yeah, like I'm gonna have to get some of my cosplay alternates.
Yeah.
Let's see what else y'all are saying. Yeah, the Crusher's photo op's gonna be really cool. Is there a will? There's a way. Hey, Ruben. And Farpoint Station, my boss went to Curacao and spent most of it at some place called Campo Alegre. He said it was the only reason to go, but no clue about attractions. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. What? In Curacao, it's a place called Campo Alegre.
I honestly don't know anything about Denver, so.
And Jill told me there's like good scuba diving to do there.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I know some people are like checking out caves. There's, I think both these islands have like some like, cool caves to explore.
Yeah.
And then we have like a Ryza theme night, right?
Yeah.
So that's when folks are gonna bust out the Horgons. A lot of Horgons. And there's like a tribute to sci-fi themed night. It's like encouraging people to dress up like other sci-fi. I'm gonna do Star Trek cosplay that day because I'm hardcore like
I
that.
brought nothing personally, but you know, infinite diversity and
There you go.
combinations.
And there's a pirate themed night. Which, I don't know. It's like a popular. Who's like voted on?
Yeah.
If y'all have like any other questions, be sure to like let me know and I will follow up. I'm gonna be posting more videos, just nothing else live after this for a while. And make sure that if you want some additional updates, join the Discord server if you're not already in there. I'm gonna try to post everything there first, just so I know where it is. And then update like the other socials from there. So if you're in the Discord server, you're probably gonna see stuff first. But otherwise, I will let y'all know when I have more updates. And until next time, as always, live long and prosper, y'all.